Earlier on this week, we would have mentioned that we have a Trinbagonian who's heading to Disney to be able to make some fantastic things happen. And this morning, Ainka has the pleasure of chatting with Mr. Dave Cooper, who, I mean, I've known for quite some time making sets and doing that sort of work. And
I feel like that you should join in then in the conversation.
So? Nah, I feel like you have it.
Because Dave. Generally, we don't always get the pleasure of saying that at Trini and Disney. Good morning and welcome to the Morning Show.
Not just yet.
You will be, and let's talk a little bit as to the journey to get there, because I don't think that you were sitting at home saying, you know what, I'm going to go to Disney. You had other plans in mind, and it just worked out that way, right?
It's more like I fell in love with maths at an early age.
Right.
So, like, at 9 years old, I was walking from St. Gabriel to my mother's job place in General Hospital.
Right.
And it had Showcase and Associates. Somewhere in between there, and being the child I am, no stranger danger back then. You just walk in.
Wandered in. All right, huh?
I was like, what's this? How do you do this? And I was already playing with telephone wire and making little wire metal and stuff like that. And the guy is just like, come on, glue this now, man. And I was just like, okay. I was forgot time one day. Like, my mother comes in 5:30 with a belt in her hand. He's like, ma'am, don't beat him. he talented.
Different times, like, different things.
You know, like 5:30 school finished 3 o'clock.
Yeah.
Where's my son?
Yeah.
So
but I'm sure now, no more belts in hand.
No. Mommy's smiling on me from above, and she's left me with countless blessings. It's great.
Now, in terms of the scope of work that you're going to be exploring when you enter the Disney realm, so to speak, is it a far departure from costuming?
I can't talk about that
just yet. I knew he's going to hit me on that, you know.
I'm kind of curious as to what's happening with you in Disney in terms of generally. Like, what's the general?
Well, that's just a whisper in the wind right now. Can't say anything that's yet. I just came back in the midst of the carnival season working for CocaCola.
Nice.
So my manager, she's New York based, and she was able to have me actually fashion and artistically direct how to put it, a welcoming party for Rosalia, Academy Award winner. And she's like, we need to have a Trinidadian, authentic Trinidadian experience.
Okay.
Now, as rockers will know, this is my season. So to get me to leave Trinidad,
during Carnival,
to come there to work is just like, not to mention, I experienced minus 14 degrees weather.
One time.
My God. But again, worth it. The experience was worth it. Being able to what you call, bring what Trinidadian flair is to an international event for a multi-billion-dollar company like CocaCola. It's a magical opportunity.
I like the use of magic there, because I will get something out there about that Disney contract. But anyway, we'll carry on. Because what we also need to understand is, well, yes, your love for maths has definitely contributed to that. I know that you've also been a teacher for quite a few years as well.
I basically still am. Just want to leave.
No, gosh, all right. We're not getting in trouble this morning, right?
It's okay.
But in terms of your official title as a cenographer,
Scenographer.
What does a scenographer do?
A scenographer is responsible for going into a venue, party, bar mitzvah, whatever you want to have, christening, you know, and tuning the place aesthetically. So I always talk to my promoter friends and said the promoter's job is to make the patron feel like they're not home.
Right.
I mean, other than food and shelter, what are you spending your money on?
Right.
And it's entertainment. And Trinidad being the mecca of entertainment, we're supposed to be trying to sustain growth in our industry.
Let's talk a little bit about how feasible or how close or far we are from that sort of sustainability. Because I think a lot of the times when we think about events, we think about the fats and so on. We do think about decor, but that's about it. Not understanding the longevity of a career in terms of taking it as far as you might have in terms of set design and beyond. How do we get towards a more sustainable industry? What are we missing?
We are missing training. We are missing lack of knowledge. So in terms of sustaining growth in industry, what I am doing is not very far from the visual arts syllabus. But if we're not telling children, this is your legacy, this is your history, then what are we doing? So the 3 pillars of mass, you have calypso, you have pan, you understand, and you have, of course, the costuming. This is your legacy. this is what it was born out of. These are the heroes. These are your national heroes. Like I could ask children in my class, who's Peter Minshall? And if I didn't tell them, they will not know. So why are we not, first of all, honoring our heroes,
right,
publishing, and then preserving their legacy, and then educating children about it? So
we have some work to do.
We have some work to do. However, with people like Val, as you just mentioned, and other people coming up, stepping up to the plate, we can see a change among the younger people in terms of innovation. But if we're not guiding them, then they will never have that growth that we're looking for.
Absolutely. It's well said. And I couldn't say it even better. Primarily because I'm on the other side of things. I'm not creating, I'm consuming. And I still think that we have a very one-track mind as to where these things can take you. So you may not tell us any details of the Disney deal just yet, but you can tell us some of the non-carnival clients that you've been able to work with. If you need a reminder, I have a whole list.
Well, first of all, I'm based in Trinidad and Tobago, so most of my income might come around that time. But then there are festivals, especially like New York Labor Day, Miami Carnival. So you will find that where most Trinidadians go to party, or in the off season or after Trinidad Carnival, which is the head start, and then you go up the islands, Jamaica, Barbados, wherever you have to go.
Right, so carnival's safe. We know we're in there. We're
safe, we're in there, but then there are also Curl Fest. There's Afro Punk, there's Coachella, there is right now Uber Soca Cruise. So these are people that are trying to talk to me like, this is what we want, this is what we need.
Okay. So, but that's still in the fete and events and festivals realm. Do we have any other areas that we can go to?
Christmas.
Nice.
Christmas is also a thing, and then we are a festival country, so even you have Hosei, you have Diwali. These are all festivals that need decor because it's a celebration.
Right.
You're not going to go to watch Speakers and Trusting. You have to dress up the place. Like you don't buy a painting and say, let me get a painting. I give you a piece of paper and want to look at your painting. You have to put a frame, you have to make it look good, and so it can hang on a wall. So the thinking is, do not just give us entertainers, give us a package where we could sit down, enjoy the ambience,
right,
and you understand, enjoy the show.
Well, where's the next show that we can find you at, Mr. Cooper, that you will tell us about legally?
I could legally say that we have some stuff for Easter coming up in Hotel Normandy with the core crew, the same people from Firefest. I have 2 events in Miami I could legally talk about. And possibly Uber Soca Cruise, I may be there.
All right. Well, we will see the name Dave Cooper in the bright lights on another realm pretty soon. And hopefully he'll be able to tell us more about that. But for now, we take a break. We come back with more action and something fishy right here on the Now Morning Show.
Well, look how the place on fire now.